Damian Lillard is the star point guard for the Portland Trail Blazers and one of the best players in the NBA. Dame is a rare breed and is known for staying loyal to his team, saying he doesn't want to chase rings and form super teams. Here are 10 more things about Damian Lillard that you might not know. Only a two-star prospect in high school, with no major Division I offers. Skinny 5'11" guards rarely pan out as great basketball players. Those were Lillard's measurements coming out of high school, so it was not very surprising that he didn't receive any scholarship offers from Division I programs. To keep his basketball dreams alive, he had to choose a lesser-known school. Luckily for him, he grew 4 inches after high school and soon became the best player in Weber State history. He proved that staying in college might turn out better for some players than jumping to the NBA too quickly. First player in NBA history to compete in 5 events during All-Star Weekend. When he was coming to the NBA, Lillard was described as a more athletic Stephen Curry. That comparison proved to be pretty accurate, and Dame showed that he's dangerous as a shooter and ball handler, but also as a ferocious dunker when attacking the basket. As an NBA sophomore, he decided to put all his skills to the test during the All-Star Weekend and became the first player in NBA history to compete in all 5 All-Star events. On Friday, he appeared in the Rising Stars game and scored 13 points for the winning team. On Saturday, Lillard was pretty busy. He was the smallest guy that appeared in the dunk contest and tightly lost in the first-round battle to Terrence Ross, the defending champ. In the three-point shooting contest featuring Steph, Kyrie, and Bradley Beal, Dame was 1 make away from making the final round. He was defeated by the unexpected winner, Marco Bellinelli. Dame was able to watch the Sour Taste with Skills Challenge, which he won for the 2nd time in 2 years. And finally, he was among 12 players to represent the Western Conference in the East vs. West game on Sunday. It was the first of his 5 All-Star selections, and Dame contributed with 9 points in less than 9 minutes on the court. He was robbed at gunpoint. Big up, it's a stick-up. Biggie's Gimme the Loot could have been the theme song in Oakland, given it's the area with the highest crime rate in the USA. Guns, violence, and crime didn't escape Lillard, who grew up in Oakland and where he was robbed as a teenager. Lillard was returning home from basketball practice and was surrounded by 3 males near the bus stop just as he came off the bus. "Empty your pockets in your bag," they ordered. Dame resisted and tried to fight until one of them put a gun next to his head. Smartly, Lillard gave up and gave them what he had. Years later, Dame used this as an inspiration for the song Roll Call, where he raps about the robbery. Rookie of the Month every month, unanimous Roy. Rookie of the Year. Because he played at Weber State, a low-profile college, Damian Lillard came to the NBA without a lot of hype and fanfare. Headlines and media frenzy were mainly reserved for Anthony Davis, the first pick in the 2012 draft. The doubters were saying that Lillard doesn't have much upside because he stayed in college for 4 years. They said he was not a good playmaker and that he takes ill-advised shots. Some even thought that Kendall Marshall should be drafted ahead of him, the guy who lasted 4 seasons in the league, averaging 5 points per game. Lillard quickly showed what he's made of, and that all the doubters were terribly wrong. West Rookie of the Month award for each month of the 2012-13 season, even with Anthony Davis playing in the same conference. Dame deservedly won Rookie of the Year, and he was just the 4th player in NBA history to win the award unanimously. Endorsed by Adidas. Nike and Adidas are always battling for marquee sports names to represent their products. While 3 stripes are more prevalent in soccer, swoosh holds the majority of the basketball sneaker market. Still, Adidas has several major NBA stars under their flag, most notably James Harden, Derrick Rose, and Damian Lillard. Dame signed the lucrative deal with the German company in 2014, after an impressive first 2 years in the league. The contract could be worth over $100 million over 10 years, which makes Lillard one of the top sneaker earners in the NBA, as a son with his fiancée, Kayla Hansen. In March of 2018, Damian Lillard Jr. was first introduced to the world. Kayla Hansen, Lillard's longtime girlfriend and now fiancée, gave birth to a big and healthy boy after 46 hours in labor. Young Dame Jr. is now 2 and is already showing promise as a future basketball star in the family. The youngster stole the show when his dad brought him to Moda Center, where he ran around the court and even gave a short interview for the media, albeit not a very eloquent one, wearing number 0 to represent 3 cities. There are interesting stories about players' obsession with jersey numbers. KD wore 35 as a tribute to his coach, who was killed at age 35. Shaq wore 33 because of Patrick Ewing, and CP3 supposedly didn't sign with Miami because Dwayne Wade was also wearing number 3. There have only been a handful of players wearing number 0 in NBA history. But since Gilbert Arenas became Agent Zero, he popularized the non-number, and now we have over 20 players wearing 0 this season. One of the most famous zeros is on the jersey of Damian Lillard, who wore the number since he got to the league. However, in his case, it's not a number, it's the letter O. The O was chosen in honor of 3 towns where Dame played basketball. Grew up in Oakland, college was in Ogden, and my NBA team is in Oregon, Lillard explained. Lillard has a formidable rapping career. Damian Lillard is a rapper and is widely considered as the best NBA rapper of this generation, and some believe he's the best NBA player ever to touch the mic. Lillard's rap name is Dame Dollar, which stands for Different on Levels the Lord Allows. In 2016, he released his debut album, The Letter O, which reached number 7 on US rap and hip-hop charts. A year after that, he dropped Confirmed, another studio album featuring stars like Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz. His third album, Big Dollar, did not enter the US Billboard 200, but peaked at number 68 on the top album sales chart, further establishing Dame's rap reputation. Lillard also started an internet movement called 4-Bar Friday, where he raps 4 verses and posts them online every Friday and invites others to do the same. His jersey is retired by Weber State. Unlike many NBA lottery picks these days, who so often opt for the one-and-done route, Lillard stayed 4 years in college. It was not surprising when Weber State, his alma mater, decided to retire his jersey. Lillard is the 3rd best scorer, 2nd in assists, and near the top in all major statistical categories in school history. He's only the 3rd player whose jersey is hanging from the rafters at Weber State. After he skipped his senior year because of the NBA draft, Lillard promised his mother he would finish college and get a degree. In 2015, after he was already a 2-time All-Star, Dame fulfilled his promise and graduated with a degree in professional sales. Lillard hosts an annual picnic for East Oakland neighborhood. In a Dave Chappelle block party manner, Lillard invites famous musicians and singers to Oakland, where he organizes an annual gathering. There's food, music, and good vibes. Dame is hosting and rapping at the event, and there are various activities for the children and adults to have a good time. It's a way for him to give back to the community and share positive energy through the streets of his childhood, where many are still struggling.